Now, we now have conditional expressions. You know, in programming languages, we have the if then else statement, right? If you do this, then I will do this. Else, this will happen. You see, that is the language. If then else statement. So SQL equally, for you to be able to express this if then else statement in SQL, you can use two methods, which are what? Case expression and decode function. These two methods can allow you express this if then else statement without invoking a procedure. So practically, I'm going to show you how to do it. So the syntax for this case expression is, for case expression, this is the syntax. The keyword is case. Then this expression is either the column, either an expression or column name that I'm going to put here. Then the when clause. Then the comparison expression, which you are going to use to compare. So you are going to compare this expression to whatever this one returns. So what you are saying is that if what this return is the same thing as this, then give me this output. So this one now, this syntax is telling you that this is optional. You can now decide to add many other ones to compare with this. And we are going to see practically how that is done. That is for the case expression. Then the decode expression, same thing, but just different syntax. This decode function is doing the same thing as that. It's doing the same thing as this case expression, but different syntax. So look at the syntax of this one. So we say select, let me say first name, first underscore name, comma, job underscore ID. I'm picking this job column, this one. Then I'm picking salary column, right? Comma. Now I'm going to bring in the case. So I'm calling the case method. Then, looking at that syntax, once you call the case, then you now supply the expression. So the expression I'm going to supply is job ID, job underscore ID, which is this. Are you with me? Now, I will now say when I'm following the syntax. This is the syntax I'm following. Are you with me? So I said case. I called the case method. Then I supplied the column job ID in place of this expression. That is what I supplied for this expression. Then I'm now saying when. Then I'm going to write all these things. When I'll put, what are the job IDs that we have? Let's say this IT program. So IT underscore program. I will explain to you. Then I can equally type it in small case like this, right? Then 1.10 multiplied by salary. I will tell you what that means. Salary. Else. Salary. N. From. I will explain. Now, what am I saying? How many column am I going to have? First name, job ID, salary. Those are 3 columns. Now, the whole of this is 1 column. Are you with me? So what have I said? I am saying that go to this column, job ID. If the job ID is IT program, which is this IT program, increase the salary by 10%. That is, this 1.10 is 10%. 10 over 100 times salary. Are you with me? So increase the salary by 10%. 1.10 times salary. So increase the salary by 10%. This one is what this one means is the salary, which is the 24,000. Then 0.10, which is 10%. So 10% of salary added to salary. So you to calculate 10% and then add it to salary. That's why this one is telling you that is indicating the salary. Then the 0.10 is the 10% of the salary that you are calculating, which is now going to be added to the salary. So this one here represents the salary. That is how you do the calculation in mathematics. Are you with me? So what you are saying is that if the employee is IT programmer, add 10% to the salary. Else salary. Else salary means for every other employee who are not IT program, return their salary the way it is. Don't add anything to their salary. Then end the case from employee. So when I run, if I execute this now, watch. Now, this is what you mean by syntax. Syntax is that you are given the rules that when you are going to call, when you call this particular method, this is how the parameters are going to be arranged for you to work. Now, look at this. You see that this square bracket is here showing you that it is optional. But this expression is telling you that you look at how many when do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. I can add as many when as possible. So in that my query, I just choose to use only one when. I'm going to do more than one when for you to see, but I want to use one when first, which is what? This syntax, case. Then I supply the column. And then I said when what is coming is equals to what I have given here. Give me this output. So I'm using this. Then I now say else. So there is else, which is else parameter. That is L argument. If none of the things that I return meet up this my expression, then return this else statement. So I told you we want to implement if then else statement in SQL. If then else. So if it is this, then do this. Else, do this. That's what we want to implement. Now, in doing that, that's what we have here. So if what comes is IT program, then increase the salary by 10%, else return only the salary. So we have carried out if then else statement in SQL query by using case method. So what case will do is it will go to this, it will go to when for each of this row will come, this employee ID. The first thing it will do is to select first name, which is what? Stephen. You select the job ID, which is what? AD address, AD press, right? That is the job ID. It will select the salary, which is what? 24,000. Then it will come to this case for this column. It will check job ID. The job ID for this Stephen is AD press. Now, is it IT program? No. Do you understand now? It's checking. The job ID that is returned is AD press. Is it IT program? No. So it will not do this 10% salary increment. So what will it return? It will return the salary, which is what? 24,000. Then it will come to this guy, which is what? This Alexander. It will return Alexander, first name. It will return job ID, IT program. It will return salary, 9,000. That is for this salary column that I called. Now for this column that is case, what will it do? It will now check the job ID. Job ID is IT program. So it's now saying when job ID is IT program, then increase the salary by 10%. That is what it's going to return. It's going to return 10% plus the salary. That means a new salary. That is what it will return in this column. Are you with me? That is what it will return in this column. So now I'm going to run it. So let me run it for you to see. Now look at it. Now this is it. So look at this person. This person is AD Press. Job ID is AD Press. Is not IT programmer. So what is the salary return? 24,000. I just put this salary column, which is the main salary column in the database, for you to see, so that you will be seeing when the changes are made. In my normal query, I might not need this salary column. This is just my output. This is what I need. Now, look at this IT programmer. The salary is 9,000. What is 10% of 9,000? 900. So if you look at this now, then following this case up to this place, I am saying that if what is returned in this is the one, this is what you are going to supply. This is what you are supplying. This is the search. This is the search. Now I am saying, I'm holding on to this guy, and I'm saying that if what is returned from this job ID is IT program, increase the salary by 10%. Else, just give me the normal salary. So for this IT programmer, it is IT program that is returned. This Alexander. So it is going to do 10% of that salary added to the salary. So the salary will now be 9,900. Can you see? The new salary is now 9,900. But look at this person who is not an IT programmer. The salary did not change. Can you see that? So for every person that is an IT programmer, their salary is changing by 10%. Look at this one: 9,000, 9,900, 6,000, 6,600, 4,800 salary. The new salary is 5,280. 10% of this is added and is giving you this. This one, same thing, it has changed. This one, same thing, the salary has changed, 10% of it. But look at this fee manager. He's not an IT programmer, so the salary did not change. Now, if I want to add more when, if I want to change, if I want to say, okay, I'm not only increasing the salary of an IT programmer, I want to also increase the salary of this person, this AD Press. So this AD Press, that means president. If it comes, so I'm just going to say, I'm going to add another when. Yeah, this one I'm saying, when IT programmer, then increase the salary by 10%. In that one, I'll say when AD Press, when AD underscore press. Can you see this? AD Press, right? Then I will say this one I put 10%. That one I will put 15%, 1.15, multiply by salary. So I am saying if the person is an IT programmer, increase the salary by 10%. If the person is president, increase the salary by 15%. When I run this one, look at this. Look at this. Look at this person. Can you see? AD president, 24,000, right? Because he's AD president, the salary has been increased by 15%. Look at the new salary now, 27,600. While the salary of every other person is the same, and that of IT program also changed. So you can see that I've added two when here, when here. Now in your program, if this is confusing you, I can bring this down and put it here. I can do it like this. I can bring this down so that you see what is happening. Now, I can do this. Then I can bring this down. Else. Then I can bring this down. And then I'll bring it. I'm just rearranging. Now look at what I did. So I can decide to put it this way, run it. I decided to arrange it like this so that it will not confuse you when I put it in a straight line. Look at the way the case is arranged. Case, expression. Then you have the first when, you have the second when, then you have this third when, and then you have S and giving you the expression, and then this N. Just the way it is. I decided to do it here. So this N, putting it here. Look at. So that tells you that this one is just one column. Are you with me? This is one column. So this case must, this N is for this case. So case, job ID. Now, this is the expression that is being supplied to case. And then this is the search that you are using to search. So if when, this is the first when, if job ID is IT program, then increase the salary by 10%. If the job ID is AD press, then increase the salary by 15%. Else, salary. So if none of them is having, if the rows that are returned, if none of them is IT program or is AD press, then return the normal salary of that person. So like this person now, AD press, automatically salary will be increased by 15%, which is done. ADVP is not in any of this search. So what will be the salary of that one? So it will check this row. It is not IT program. It's not going to increase the salary by 10%. It will check the second condition. It's not president, so it's not going to increase the salary by 15%. Then it will go to the last one, which is what? Else. So else is telling it that if it doesn't meet up any of these conditions, then return that salary of the person. So ADVP does not have any of this search. So the salary of ADVP is what is going to be returned. That is what the else condition is for. So this is the complete syntax for what? For the case. Now this case has enabled you to introduce if then else logic in SQL query without you invoking any procedure. If this was not there, you will have written a procedure in which you are going to call as you execute this select list. So this makes it easier for you. This case. Now, if you look at this, look at this length that I'm having as my column. If I want to now change it, since this is one column, the column ends with this n keyword. I can now put my alias after the n by saying, since I'm going to revise salary, and I want it in cap lock, so I can say revise salary, right? So that will be the column name for the whole of this case, revise salary. Then when I execute it again, can you see that? It now makes my output to be neater. So if you look at this now, you can see that salary is 24,000, but the revised salary is 27,600. Why? 15% has been added. What is 15%? That is 15 divided by 100, right? Equals to this, multiplied by salary, which is 24,000. Oh, sorry. Which is 24,000. This is it. This is the 15%, 3,600. 3,600 now plus 24,000. Can you see how you got the 27,600?